What is the concept of Unnat Bharat?
So what is a sleeper cell?
Have you ever analyzed as to what your weakness could be? Are you aware of that?
What kind of sensors can detect the ID?
So what is the definition of a developed Bharat?
What is the modus operandi of Naxals?
Do you have some idea about the amount of money that we are putting into startups?
May I come in, sir?
Please come in and be seated also.
Good morning, sir.
Unnat Bharat Abhiyan campaign. You were the head of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan campaign.
Yes, sir.
Which year was that?
Sir, it was pre-COVID in 2020.
Right. So, what is the concept of Unnat Bharat?
Sir, it is based on the concept that the premier education institutes should adopt 5 villages near the city, and they should foster social entrepreneurship in those villages, and they should solve the real life problems of villagers like unemployment, skill gap, and any other issues.
I mean, that is with reference to your college.
Yes, sir.
But what is the concept of Unnat Bharat or Viksit Bharat, which the Prime Minister keeps on speaking at all rallies?
So Viksit Bharat is a vision of our Honorable PM,
Right.
that we should be developed.
No. First, let's come back to Unnat Bharat. So, what Unnat Bharat has got only specific. It works in a specific domain, and does not go beyond that. What you spoke about.
Sir, it is about solving problems of villagers, like if there are any unemployment issue in the village, and if there is any skill gap, and if the benefits of the government scheme do not reach to the villagers, then we need to solve those kind of problems.
Right. So now, where did you operate? Allahabad itself.
Yes, sir.
Right. So what did you find? What are your observations, and what are the interventions?
Sir,
Interventions.
So my basic observations regarding that is that the normal schemes of government do not reach to the grassroots level.
Right.
When I talk to the villagers, most of the villagers didn't even know about PM Ujjwala scheme, and they weren't aware about the various skill development programs of government, and they were not aware about all other employment schemes. So we try to create awareness among them that how they can
Including a scheme of reservation also, they may not be aware, or they are aware of the reservations.
Some of them were aware about reservations, but not all of them, and most of them were earning their livelihood from agriculture only, and that's why there were issues when they lend from any money lender or bank, sometimes
They
they
were not even financially included.
Yes,
were
sir.
they?
Most of the families were not financially sound.
No, not financially included. In fact, it's something like a financial inclusion. The concept, you understand the concept of financial inclusion?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. That you have a bank account.
Yes, sir. Most of them have PM Jan Dhan account.
Achha, they have the account.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So that's fantastic work that has been done.
Yes, sir.
Right. Please go ahead.
And there were no we have also checked the midday meal scheme in the primary school of the village. Most of the times the quality of midday meals food was not very good, and we also took the feedback from the teachers as well at what we can do to improve.
So let us now get into 5 broad issues that you have raked up. What could be the intervention from your point of view?
First one is, sir, definitely we should run an awareness campaign.
No. Let us take up issue one by one.
You mean, sir, I need to...
And then you identified 4 or 5 issues.
Yes,
implementation of the government schemes, not in the government schemes. You were mentioning about the midday schemes.
So
let us take them one by one. What could be the interventions?
okay, sir. So
And that you have already talked, you have operated at the grassroots level.
Yes, sir.
And also have had a discussion with the people who operate those schemes.
yes, sir.
So what do you think about these? What can be done?
Sir, regarding midday meal scheme, there should be accountability setup for local administration, like the village pradhan should check the quality of midday meal scheme regularly, and if he is not satisfied with the quality, he should report directly to the district magistrate.
So would that change the scenario?
So,
See, from engineers, engineers are problem solvers. That is the definition of an engineer.
yes, sir.
So everybody will keep on reporting and nobody will be doing something, in fact, you know. Where is the problem in the midday scheme? And how has it been addressed also? In many places it has been addressed. By following a slightly different model, rather than by making the report, sending reports back to the Pradhan and Pradhan to the district magistrate, and ultimately nothing is done. That's why I want you to think on those issues and tell us the interventions.
So can I tell about, can I address other issues?
No, you'll address this issue first.
Sir, submit.
Take your time.
Okay, sir.
The teachers, what did they tell you? The teachers would have told you something, you know, as to why they are not able to provide.
So there were lack of funds.
Fund is one area. Funding. I think there are processes actually. The problem is in the process.
So there were also processes and training issue as well.
Training. So you want to make what you call teacher into, convert him into a cook.
No, sir.
He or she into a cook.
No, sir. Actually, teachers were not made a midday meal scheme. Midday meal. The meal was cooked by.
So let's be precise. What are the interventions? Okay, one you said, okay, the district magistrate, the government has to be informed, right? Because ultimately the district magistrate will collate, will work, and perhaps also send some figures above, you know.
Yes, sir.
But what is the crux of the matter? How do you make it work?
Sorry, sir.
I think let's take the other issue. Let us say the various schemes of the government are not being properly utilized. So what do you do about that?
Sir, we have tried to create awareness regarding Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, and there were some centers in Allahabad in which they can get skill training. So we tried to register all the youths of the village, and we try to set up a system that they will know what kind of skill they want to learn and how they can learn those skills and how they can try to match the skill level which is required in the market.
So have you heard about the skilling mission of the government, especially about the apprenticeship, internship that the government has been
Yes, sir.
has been trying to do? Was it this budget or the previous budget?
Sir, it was this budget.
This budget, tell us something about that.
Sir, the scheme envisioned that all the graduates should get internship in the Fortune 500 companies, and they will get the stipend for that. The government aims to create internship for around 5 lakh students, and they try to give stipend for around 5,000 rupees per month.
Are you aware of the impact assessment survey that has been done in this context?
No, sir.
Because the government is saying, okay, these many people have now started working in Fortune 500 companies, in fact, and they are getting internship. Have you read that thing?
Sir, regarding impact assessment, I haven't studied any.
You haven't said, you're not going into the newspapers, perhaps. Anyhow, now next. Then Ayushman Bharat, you mentioned about Ayushman Bharat.
Sir, Ayushman, most of them haven't registered for Ayushman Bharat, I think. We haven't touched that healthcare part because before COVID there were few visits only, and we tried to address the issue of employability and skill upgradation only.
Right, chalo. So anyhow, so this is the feedback that you have. Now let's come back to the issue of Viksit Bharat. Tell us the concept of Viksit Bharat.
Sir, Viksit Bharat is the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister that we should be a developed nation by 2047.
So what is the definition of a developed Bharat?
Sir,
As per Is it United Nations figures?
Regarding per capita income,
Yeah.
for a developed nation, it should be above, I think, around $12,000 per month.
And where are we at this point of time?
We are currently at $3,000 per month per capita.
So do you
income.
think we'll be able to scale up? Or what are the ingredients that will propel us into a Viksit Bharat format?
So first is definitely our increasing capital expenditure and our building infrastructure. So, and second is, sir, by upgrading our skills in various techs like in artificial intelligence and machine learning, we can definitely go towards becoming a developed nation.
What else? Startups?
Yes, sir. The ease of doing business and having a very proactive startup environment is also very essential for creating a developed nation.
Do you have some idea about the amount of money that we are putting into startups? And are you aware of the startup mission of the government of India?
Sir, I'm not aware about the amount of money which is pumping in the startup ecosystem.
Doesn't matter. So, then you have mentioned reading insights about cricket, quizzing in school about cricket. Reading insights about cricket. What do you mean by this?
Sir, I love to learn about the lives of the cricketers and the what goes into being go to that level, and I love to learn.
Let us say you have learnt, in fact, you have developed have read insights, Give me 4 takeaways that you'd like to imbibe in yourself.
Sir,
Not necessarily that you have to become a cricketer, but what are the 4 takeaways?
so first is integrity, which I have learned from Sachin Tendulkar, because in 1996 ODI World Cup, there was a company which promoted.
Okay, next. So one, integrity. Other
is, sir, leadership from MS Dhoni. And
how do you define leadership as per Dhoni?
so as per Dhoni, leadership is about getting the best out of the players, because different players have different skill set, and leadership is about how you can get the best out of the individual irrespective of the situation of the game.
Next takeaway.
Third is, sir, hard work from Virat Kohli. And fourth is, sir, set up a vision from Rohit Sharma.
Right. Anyhow, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, Rahul. You have heard a name called Mehul Choksi. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mehul Choksi. What is his background? What is the case? And what is the present status? Where is the holder?
Sir, I haven't read the full news regarding Mehul Choksi, but I read that he has been arrested in Belgium yesterday, and the Indian government is trying to extradite him in India.
Okay, so what is his status now, health-wise?
So health-wise of Mehul Choksi. So I think he is very old right now, and he is not in very good physical health.
Blood cancer?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about this.
Okay, so what is the hold-up? Why can't the process be hastened now?
Sir, there are various friction points regarding extradition of any person from another country.
So
to India.
what steps do you think you should take so that the process is streamlined and expedited? Give me 4-5 suggestions.
So first is setting up a bilateral treaty regarding extradition. Second is, sir, fostering a good diplomatic dialogue with the country regarding what is the requirement, what should we do to support the extradition. Third is, sir, fast track our judicial processes so that we can give enough evidences for the extradition. And fourth is, sir, our investigative agencies should act proactively regarding that issue.
Digital evidence, video conferencing, all that will help?
So it will help. It will help in the extradition process, definitely.
What is the accusation against him?
Sir, I'm not aware.
How many crores?
Sir,
Which bank?
So it is regarding PNB,
Yeah.
and regarding the figure, I am not
Rough
exactly
idea.
sure. It is around 8,000 crore.
13,000. All right. And what has India done so far?
Regarding the
Extradition.
uh, sorry, sir, I'm not
Okay,
exactly
doesn't
aware.
matter. Now, you would have heard of Pamban Bridge.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about it?
Sir, it is in near Dhanushkodi, I think. And recently, our Prime Minister inaugurated Pamban Bridge. It is a rail bridge, I think. That's also.
And also it facilitated movement of ships.
Yes, sir. It can open from the middle. It is the I
Vertical
think
lift, is it?
yes, sir. It is the first bridge in India which is able to vertically lift itself.
Okay. So what is the length of this? Do you have an idea?
No, sir.
Okay. And what does it connect?
Sir, regarding the points.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir. I'm not.
Park Strait?
Yes, sir. It is in Park State,
Park Strait.
and it connects Dhanushkodi towards Park
And
State.
Park has been named after what? Park Strait. He's Indian, American, British.
I think it is he was British, sir.
British. All right. And what advantages do you think will accrue from this bridge?
So first is the last mile connectivity, which was envisioned in previous budget, and third is, sir, the tourism footfall is anyway very good near Kanyakumari and Dhanushkodi region, so it will also foster the tourism footfall in that.
Tourism, what about trade?
Yes, sir, it will also beneficial for trade.
Okay, good. Right. Have you ever analyzed as to what your weakness could be? Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
So I think my biggest weakness is my overthinking.
Sorry?
I think my biggest weakness is my overthinking, sir.
Overthinking.
Yes, sir.
And what is your strategy to alleviate this problem?
Sir, my current strategy regarding overthinking is that just be in the present and do what is in my hand and not think about any outcome.
So, why do people resort to overthinking?
Sir, I'm
By
not.
default or by design, whatever way?
Sir, it is the nature of a human to think about various stuffs, and sometimes some humans can be overcritical towards themselves and can be harsh towards themselves, and overthinking can bring some positivity and also can bring some negativity in anyone's life.
Suppose you were to write down a few problems that are bothering you,
Yes, sir.
like you have study period, like you have meditation period, or
Yes.
whatever. Can you also think of for yourself a worry period? That okay, now I'm going to worry. Rahul is going to worry for next 5 minutes. I'm going to worry about what is bothering me. A, B, C. Write it down.
Yes, sir.
What are the pros and cons? If I do this, what will happen? Apply the Cartesian logic. Read about Cartesian logic later.
Yes.
Cartesian logic. And if you start writing it down, your whole clutter is going to stop and overthinking will stop.
Yes, sir.
Use a pen or a pencil, write down, and your overthinking will reduce.
Okay, sir.
Would you like to adopt this strategy?
Yes, sir. I would love to adopt this strategy.
Okay. Let me ask you a small question. Suppose you are the unit commander
Yes, sir.
and you get awareness that there is some harassment going on against certain people,
Yes, sir.
certain boys of yours. What will you do?
Sir, who is doing this harassment? Someone in my unit.
Somebody in your unit is harassing the juniors.
Yes, sir.
Maybe a company commander is harassing his juniors. You get to know about it.
So first I'll try to set up a communication between me and the company commander, and I will try to find out the basis of the issue, and I will try to catch up the insights regarding is it really happening or is it just a rumor. So if I didn't find anything conclusive and it didn't convince me, and the basis is strong, the allegations are really strong, I would try to set up an inquiry committee and then on the basis of the evidences and on the basis of the report of the inquiry committee, I will take the necessary steps according to the standard operating procedure of my
Okay,
force.
good. Thank you.
Please.
Recently, the Telangana government has issued an order
Yes, sir.
on 14th April. What is it?
Sir, Telangana became the first state to implement subcategorization of scheduled caste.
Good. What are the categories? What are the percentages?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
Okay. Is UAB useful in the anti-Naxal operation?
So UAP.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, it is very useful in
How it can be utilized?
Sir, it gives our armed forces some special powers that they can arrest any alleged
I'm talking about UAV. The use of UAV. Unarmed
unarmed.
air vehicle. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What are the uses?
The first use is to track the IED in the Naxal areas. We can track.
How will you identify the IED from the UAV?
Sir, I think there were some sensors to track the IED explosives.
What kind of sensor? You are the student of science. What kind of sensor can detect the IED?
Sir, I'm not aware right now.
Okay. Other uses?
Other uses, sir, it can save anyone's life because we can patrol any area with the UAV and there will not be any risk to anyone's life.
Okay. Other?
So other, I'm not able to recall right now.
Okay. What is the modus operandi of Naxals?
Sir, the basis of their fighting is guerrilla warfare. They do not follow any military-like straight-away battle formations. They believe in ambushes and they believe in guerrilla warfare, and their modus operandi is revolving around that only.
Okay. Now, what is the urban Naxalism?
Sir, urban Naxalism is a growing concept in urban cities.
Why it is necessary for them?
Sir, sorry?
Why it is necessary for them?
How urban Naxalism is necessary?
Yeah.
Sir, it fosters the Naxalism ideology in urban regions as well. It is the urban Naxalists are the intellectual persons who try to influence other people in their vicinity in urban regions so that they can spread the ideology of communism and Naxalism in urban areas via various disinformation propagandas.
How to check their activities?
Sir, by set up intelligence network around them, we can mark some people who we are believing that they are spreading some communism ideologies in various groups. We can track their movement and we can track their data regarding that.
Okay. What is a sleeper cell?
So a sleeper cell is a potential terrorist who is maybe currently not active, but by giving the order from higher commands, from their higher commands, they can anytime try to create any terror activity in the nation.
The government of India has launched few skill development programs, schemes in J&K. Can you name few of them?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall.
Okay. In Northeast,
Yes, sir.
Manipur is in news nowadays.
Yes, sir.
Why it is so difficult for government to address their issues?
Sir, too?
Why it is so difficult for government of India to address their issues?
So first is because of the sensitivity of the region and because of the proximity of the Myanmar border. Our government is trying to control Manipur only by force, and currently we are not able to adopt any sensitization of the people campaign, and because the geographical region of Manipur is such that, and the tendency of the people is such that they are only want to create such environment which will only benefit them, and they are not currently in any mood of negotiations. That's why government is trying to control the situation by force, which is, I think, is.
As per your opinion, what is the way forward? How it should be addressed? As per your opinion.
So we should try to set up a dialogue and try to negotiate all the stakeholders of Manipur, and we should give them a developmental package regarding that. And if they agree, the state government and central government could work together for their development and should give every stakeholder their rights which they deserve, and it will benefit all of the stakeholders.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Rahul, our interaction with you is formally over.
Yes,
And we'll give you some feedback.
Yes.
Okay, Rahul. You could answer my questions very well. Generally, you could answer reasonably well. And I find that you are well attired, you are articulate and very analytical.
Yes, sir. Thank
You
you,
are
sir.
able to understand the problem and find a solution. And stable and self-confident.
Thank you, sir.
But keep a few points in mind. You have to share before you go for the interview formally.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And you may avoid wearing color for the interview purpose, or you can hide it.
So this.
Okay?
So I will wear a different shirt in interview.
You can hide it, so it's not seen by the board. And show a little more enthusiasm. Your answers are generally correct, but you don't appear to be enthusiastic about things.
Okay, sir.
Entry should be more energetic. It was rather dull, I would say.
Okay, sir.
And you can open your quote button as you enter. One.
Niche. Here you can take out both the buttons, but normally when you wear a suit or a jacket, it's a coat or a jacket, whatever you call it, only one button. In a two button one, normally when you move one button.
So the lower button.
Upper button. Upper button has to go on, yeah. That's a standard format. No, upper button. Lower open. Yes. And when you come, if you're not feeling comfortable, you can open. Yeah.
You feel it's not.
But this is the standard format of wearing a jacket. Two button.
Okay, thank you.
Rahul, you have answered well. There is no problem. Only you have to have yourself brush with the latest things going on in the internal security related things and current affairs. You have rightly pointed out, and it is nothing but the 1%, 9%, and 5%. They have categorized the caste and all.
Yes.
Among the civil caste and all. So, if you know there is this subdivision, then you should know what is the percentage.
Yes.
So, little more study is required. And about the Naxalism, the old Naxal, everybody knows about the background of the Naxalism, but the latest, the government of India has taken some initiative out of that. And you are being a student of science, you should know the UAV, they have the payloads, different kind of payloads that can, you rightly pointed out, it can detect, but with the thermal imager kind of payload.
Yes.
So you should brush up to yourself and equip yourself with the technical background and all.
Yes.
Okay? This is okay. Sir.
There are two questions which we didn't ask you, in fact, The more important question is, you have some bad technology. Are you aware of the genome project of the government of India?
Yes, sir. The
You are aware of
Genome
it,
India
yeah.
project.
Bad technologies, you should be very, very careful about that project. Yeah? You have full knowledge. Huh? Now, secondly, do you read newspapers regularly?
Yes, sir. I'm reading Indian Express currently.
But why did we find you somewhere bereft of many critical information?
So I think I'm not focusing on diverse issues. I think my focus is there on the American issues and some of the Indian issues.
Try to appreciate there are different articles. In fact, only yesterday there was or maybe day before was on the Genome India project.
Yes, I've read that.
Right. So what I'll say is, Indian Express, which would be largely be read by most of the board members also, because now they come up with a variety of very nicely written articles, on different aspects. So read that. And then of course, not only that, you should concentrate upon what you call current what do you call that?
Current issues.
Current issues, which I think is very, very important, because at one stage you mentioned about 8,000 crores or 13,000 crores.
6,000.
For what? That was
Choksi.
Choksi. You were not aware. You mentioned 8,000 crores.
Yes, sir.
I was listening. You see, whenever somebody asks, so even if you might be busy, but we keep on listening to what your response, So that made me feel that perhaps, and then of course he also asked you, sir, also asked you whether he is in the fit state of health, and then of course cancer, so he had to prod. So perhaps the important issue need to be understood. And Choksi has been at large for a couple of years,
Yes, sir.
having defrauded. Which bank has it defrauded?
The PNB.
The PNB, yeah. To the extent 30,000 crores, Anyhow. And then you have what you call, there's another terrorist involved in 26/11.
The Mohabbar Rana.
Yeah. So what I want to suggest is, read the newspapers carefully,
Yes.
right? Now, whatever you have written in DAF, you'll have a total understanding of this, because see, ultimately, engineers, obviously what you mentioned was Unnat Bharat is for the technical institutions,
Yes, sir.
and I mean that was exactly meant for that, what you rightly said. But having done the ground service, your takeaways are not up to the mark.
So I only
We expect that after going to the grassroots level, you are able to grasp and to suggest.
So I only went in the village twice.
It doesn't matter. Even if you have gone to the village twice, but then now you must know the takeaway, because a lot of articles come up about the issues concerned.
Yes, sir.
And even with the midday meals, as to why the food is not cooked, or why the food is substandard, and what the government is trying to do. Something like also you're talking about Ujjwala scheme.
Yes, sir.
You're talking about which other scheme is that?
Partial
LPG cylinders also.
Yes, sir.
That comes under which scheme?
So that was in Ujjwala. I think.
Ujjwala scheme, right? All of a sudden the government gave, and then of course now people again they have started reverting. They started reverting to the older means.
Yes, sir.
Because they did not have the money to buy it, So see, we are not expecting to be critical of the government measures.
Yes, sir.
But you should know these are positives, and if these things are done, then the scheme will take off
Yes,
in the right earnest. So that is the intent, and especially with a person who has done from NIT Allahabad, we expect him to be performing, to be having much better understanding,
Okay, sir.
Then of course I asked you about cricket. I've not asked about the takeaways of cricket. In fact, you mentioned rightly. And the moment you mention about integrity, or you mention about leadership, then you must know all these concepts.
Yes, sir.
Because see, the moment you speak something, they can always counter question. So understanding, appreciation of all these things, and the takeaways, let us say you talk about leadership. So what does the leadership do? He tries to extract the best in, or he's a problem solver.
Yes, sir.
He provides solutions. He makes things simple. Leaders are people who make things simple for the people whom he leads, but they are able to imbibe.
Yes, sir.
Problem is about processes. We make very good, the government, we make very good rules and regulations, but perhaps the processes are so difficult that becomes very difficult to imbibe. So you have, and then you also talk about the ease of business. You have a single window clearance.
Yes, sir.
Simple. So whatever you have written, be fundamentally clear about those issues, so that once they ask you, you should be able to answer them well, right? Now, when is the interview?
So it's on 8th May.
8th of May. So you have a lot of time. Do some written preparations also.
Okay, sir.
40-50 issues, take them out from the DAF, as also from the current affairs, write them down, and have bullet answers, bulleted answers, so that the whatever is being asked to you, you should be able to answer them convincingly, briefly and convincingly.
Okay, sir.
And have whatever graded approach. The more important issues will come up first, the subsidiary ones will follow, right?
Okay, sir.
So you mentioned about you are spending a lot of time on the American issue. Yes, it's important, because Trump has rattled the world.
Yes, sir.
So the possible impact on India will be much more important rather than on the world, because ultimately this. And then of course, sir mentioned about a lot of things about internal security. In fact, so you should have a fairly good knowledge about these issues also.
Yes, sir.
Now, anything that you would like to ask us?
So should I elaborate my answers more, or
No. See, elaboration, if at all, if somebody asks. But critical issues, let us say, we talk about Unnat Bharat. 1, 2, 3, 4 issues हैं. सबसे important कौन है उसका 2, 3, 4. Takeaways, सबसे important चीज क्या है? Skill India वाला issue आया था, उसमें आया था.
Yes, sir.
So Skill India is the major challenge to us.
Yes, sir.
And the moment you mention Skill India, you should know the other things also. And the moment you mention Skill India, they say that we have opened up a lot of skilling centers, but perhaps they are not delivering. But you not outrightly say, okay, so many skilled members have, so many people have been skilled and they are able to find a jobs, but perhaps if this is done, it will take off. You'll be able to, and the amount of, because the government, you should see the government figures, which keeps on, all the government, the prime minister, they all keep on saying, okay, we have done this thing. Only on the occasion of Ambedkar's birthday, it was 3.5 crores given this given jobs, So there are statistics.
yes, sir.
And if you are able to embellish your answers with a bit of statistics also, you'll get better marks. But not necessarily that you get involved with statistics,
Yes, sir.
So that is all. Try, because see, ultimately you got 20-25 minutes. We have the patience to have a lot of interaction, but the board will not have any patience, 20 minutes जो दिखाना दिखा दो and मामला चलते जाओ, right? Do well, you are a very good candidate, right?
Okay, sir.
But prepare on that lines. Write.
Okay.
Rehearse. Huh? Anything, sir, you'd like to say?
I'm very happy about the way you answered about process of extradition, how it can be expedited.
Yes,
That
sir.
was well answered. Yes. I mean, it was spontaneous answer to my mind. Is it?
No, sir, I have read something about it.
You had read earlier. Okay.
Regarding the Muhabbar Rana issue, I have
All
read
right.
about it.
Okay, good.
Right. Thank you so much. Huh? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.